All right, let's get right into it. We're going to talk about building the kind of mental strength that makes you feel, well, just about unbreakable. The kind of strength that completely changes how you look at every single challenge life throws at you. Have you ever really thought about this? It's a huge question, right? Why is it that one person seems to thrive when things get tough, while someone else just crumbles? Well, the answer isn't some kind of genetic lottery or magic. It is a skill, and it's a skill you can start building today. So here's our game plan. First, we're going to tackle the core mindset that changes everything. Then we'll cover 3 things you absolutely have to stop doing. After that, we'll get into the habits you need to build. And finally, we'll talk about mastering pressure with real discipline. It's a clear 4-part plan to get you there. Okay, first things first, we have to change the way we think. And the whole idea, the foundation for everything else, is actually pretty simple. Your mind is just like a muscle. I mean, think about it. If you go to the gym but you never lift anything heavy, you're not going to get stronger. It's the exact same thing with your mind. Look at this. It's basically the 2 paths we all face every single day. The easy path, sure, it feels good in the moment, but over time, it just makes you fragile and weak. The challenging path? Yeah, it's harder. But that is where strength is forged. That's where you grow. Every obstacle becomes a chance to get stronger, not something that's going to break you. And this quote it nails it. It's inspired by the story of David Goggins. I mean, this was a guy who was over 300 pounds, working a dead-end job, completely miserable. He decided he was going to become a Navy SEAL. And to do that, he had to lose over 100 pounds in just a few months. He pushed himself through unbelievable pain day after day, not because he liked it, but because he understood this one thing. Real mental strength gets built in that moment when every single part of you is screaming to quit, and you just don't. So getting the right mindset is step 1, for sure. But to actually build on that foundation, you have to get rid of the habits that are holding you back. This next part is all about addition by subtraction. So here are the 3 big ones you have to cut out, like right now. First, stop complaining. It's a trap. It just keeps you stuck in a negative loop and accomplishes absolutely nothing. Second, stop seeking comfort. Growth and comfort, they just don't live in the same house. You have to step into discomfort to get stronger. And third, stop making excuses. Excuses are just a way of giving away your power. You always have a choice, and choosing to act, that's where your strength comes from. All right, so we've cut out the negative habits. Now it's time to start adding in the positive ones. These are the daily actions, the non-negotiables that will systematically build you into a mentally tougher person. Let's kick it off with one you might hate the sound of, but trust me, it's crazy effective. The cold shower. When you choose to do something that uncomfortable first thing in the morning, you're starting your day with a win against that weaker voice in your head. It proves you're in control, and it just sets a disciplined tone for the whole day. Next up, physical exercise. You knew this was coming, but its importance really can't be overstated. Your mind and your body, they're not on separate teams. They are the same team. Pushing your body through physical stress literally teaches your mind how to handle mental and emotional stress. You build a resilient body, you are building a resilient mind, period. And it's not all just about physical grit. Meditation, think of it as taking your brain to the gym. Studies have shown it can literally rewire your brain, making the parts responsible for focus and emotional regulation stronger. This practice gives you the power to stay calm and centered even when everything around you is chaotic. And this one kind of ties it all together. Every single day, do one thing that you don't want to do. One thing that's hard. It could be waking up an hour earlier than you have to. It could be learning a new difficult skill, or just pushing out one more rep at the gym. This daily practice makes challenge feel normal, and it expands your capacity for dealing with difficulty. So, you've built the foundation. You're putting in the work. Now, how do you actually use this strength when the pressure is on? This is where we separate the theory from the real world. This right here is probably one of the most powerful tactical skills you can ever develop. See, mentally strong people aren't emotionless robots. They just don't let their emotions run the show. The next time you feel that rush of anger or stress or fear, just pause, stop, take one deep breath and count to 5. That tiny little gap between what happens and how you react, that's where you take all your power. And this is why that pause is so critical. Think about it. Life is maybe 10% what happens to you. You can't control the traffic. You can't control what other people do. You can't control unexpected problems.
But the other 90%, that is entirely 100% how you react to it. You are in control of the outcome because you are in control of your response.
To really own that 90%, you need an unshakable attitude. Stop seeing problems and start seeing them as challenges. Refuse to be a victim. Instead of asking, why is this happening to me? Start asking, okay, what can I do about this right now? And you have to internalize this. Pain in life is going to happen. It's unavoidable. But suffering, that's the story you tell yourself about the pain. Suffering is a choice. So what's the engine that powers this whole thing? I'll give you a hint. It's not motivation. Motivation is a feeling. It's awesome when it's there, but it's flaky. It comes and it goes. Discipline, on the other hand, that's a commitment. Discipline is what gets you to do the work, especially when you don't feel like it. Discipline is what builds consistency, and consistency is what gets results every single time.
And the absolute best way to practice discipline is to build systems, not just have goals. A goal is, I want to lose 20 pounds. Okay, great. A system is, I will go to the gym 5 days a week, no matter what. You see the difference? You can't directly control losing 20 pounds, but you have 100% control over whether you show up at the gym. Focus on your system, on what you control, and the results will just happen.
So in the end, it all comes down to this one question. You have the tools now. You get the mindset. You can stay exactly where you are, letting life happen to you, or you can decide right now that today is the day. Today is the day you start building a mind so strong, so disciplined that nothing can break it. The choice is yours. Which is it going to be?